Good morning, children. Children, welcome back to the class, children. Okay, as we are learning about the plastic and environment in the previous class, children. Okay, we have seen that plastic creates a great hazard to the environment. That means plastic spoils the environment. When we throw the plastic in our surroundings, if we dispose the plastic in an irregular manner, that will create a hazard to the environment. As the animals, especially cows, when they eat the food materials which are there in the polythene covers, when they eat it, it creates a problem in their stomach, and there is a chance that the cows may die, children. Okay, that is a great hazard that it creates to the environment. Okay, and here we are seeing about the biodegradable and non-biodegradable, children. Today we will be learning about the biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Okay, right. Okay, as we are learning about the biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Degradable. What do you mean by the biodegradable? Degradable means which can be decomposed. Anything, if we throw a food material, if we throw a paper, if we throw a wood, it can be degradable. Bio means life. It can be degradable in the life, which doesn't create any problem to the environment. But whereas the non-biodegradable, what do you mean by the non-biodegradable? The non-biodegradable is the one in which is not decomposed easily. It takes a long period of time in order to decompose its state. Okay. Therefore, plastic is a non-biodegradable substance. Okay. Plastic is a non-biodegradable substance, and here, in order to decompose the plastic, it takes some millions of years. Okay. Here we can see the peels of fruits and vegetables. Peels of fruits and vegetables, they can be decomposed, they can change. Leftover food stuff, it can be changed. Waste paper, it can be decomposed. Cotton cloth, it can be decomposed. Plastic bag is not decomposed. Okay, plastic bag is not decomposed. Okay, here plastic is a non-biodegradable. Okay, how we can reduce the usage of this plastic? Normally, we can reduce the usage of the plastic by using 4R principle. 4R principle. 4R principle. What do you mean by this 4R principle? Here, R. Okay, 4R principle means reduce, reuse, recycle, and reduce, reuse, and recover and recycle. Reduce, recycle, reuse, and recover. The 4R principle is reduce, reuse, recycle, recover. Okay, on this 4 principle, we can reduce the, basing on this 4R principle, we can reduce the usage of this plastic, children. Okay, what are the 4R principle? That is reduce, reuse, recycle, recover. What do you mean by this reduce? That means we should reduce the usage of the plastic. To a greater extent, we should reduce the usage of the plastic. Next, reuse. Reuse means whatever the plastic that we are using, as we are habituated to use the plastic, therefore we should use, that means it should be recycled and we should use again and again. Here if we are having of a plastic polythene covers in our house, therefore whenever when we use this plastic many number of times, when we go outside, we should take that plastic bag outside such that we are using of many number of times, such that we can reduce the usage of it. Okay, right. And the third one is recycle, children. Recycle. What do you mean by this recycle? Recycle means whatever the plastic that is that we throw outside, it will be recycled. Therefore, it can be recycled. It can be manufactured again. When it be crushed the water bottle, again it can be used. Therefore, that is the recycle. Next, recover. Recover. That means whatever that is there, whatever the plastic that we throw outside, that should be recovered and that should be recycled. Okay. Basing on this 4R principle, we can reduce the usage of the plastic. That is reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. And in the same way, children, we are normally we get a code called as recycling code. Recycling code. Recycling code. What do you mean by this recycling code? Normally we say that we can see here. Here we can see a symbol like this. What do you mean in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that? Already we have seen that is first one is PET, polyethylene terephthalate. Second one HDPE, high dimension polyethylene. Okay. Third one PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Fourth one LDPE, low density polyethylene. Okay. Fifth one PP, polypropylene. PS, polystyrene. Sixth one, and others is the seventh one, children. Therefore, those are the codes, and here we use the recycling code. This indicates that recycling code. Basing on the recycling code, okay, basing on the recycling code, it is a universal recycling symbol. Okay, it is a universal recycling symbol that in that we will be using the plastic, children. And here uncoded plastic, normally Tupperware is there, it is uncoded plastic. Normally it is not comes under any of the plastic. Okay, children. And here these are some of the things such that we can reduce the usage of the plastic, children. Okay, just excuse me. Here we can see the symbol of universal recycling symbol, children. Okay, it is known as a universal recycling symbol, indicating generic recyclable materials which can be recycled. And here uncoded plastic. Do all plastics have resin identification code on them? Plastic taps are there. Tops, toys, computer keyboards, and many other products simply do not fit in the code system. Adapter for recycling. Wide varieties of the plastic materials are made to suit into the needs of the consumer by using different varieties of plastic resins or mixtures resins. It is possible to code thousands of plastic varieties. Recycling of various types of plastic is not commercially viable because their production when compared to coded plastic is less. Okay. Code 1 and 2 plastic occupy major role in recycling plastic. Here he is saying that the code 1 and 2 will be used in a large quantity in order to recycle, whereas the other codes, other materials will not they will not come under the recycling. And here Supreme Court gave a judgment on the ways and means of solid waste management and gave order to implement this in all the cities of India by 2003. That means 4R principle. In the solid waste garbage of municipalities, plastic occupies major share. The principle of recover play major role in the solid waste management. The solid waste should be converted into resources such as electricity, heat, compost, and fuel through thermal and biological means. Is any such effort for solid waste management takes place in our village or town? How do you appreciate the 4R principle? That means here normally recover is the one in which daily the municipality person coming to our house and is saying that okay, Swachh Bharat, okay, Swachh Sarvekshan, and collecting the waste, solid waste management, that is the wet waste and as well as the dry waste separately in a blue color tub and the green color one. In the morning you will be getting you're hearing of that sound, no? That one, children. That is about the what? That is how they recover the plastic. They recover the plastic. Okay, the municipalities, they recover the plastic from the garbage from the houses, and they will be used, for this 4R principle, that is reduce, reuse, recycle and recover, children. Therefore, by this we completed this chapter, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.